Right, hello, this is the Phoenix Lodge, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about the ore production system that I'm adding to the mod pack I'm working on called Heavens of Sorcery. So, first things first, anyone who's played Materia should recognize this, the terrestrial agglomeration plate. As you know, if you put a mana diamond, mana pearl, and mana steel on it, supply half a mana pool worth of mana, you'll get a piece of terra steel. This is the core of this ore production system. I'll show you how in a minute, but first we need to talk about something that I've changed quite a bit for the first step, and that is the orchard. So, in Heavens of Sorcery, the orchard is no longer going to produce all ores. It and the Mineralis ritual from Astral Sorcery will instead only produce two things. So if I flip this lever, we can see that. There we go. So we've got these two ores, which are Materia ore and Materia ore. If we mine them, as you can see here, we'll get Materia and Materia, the mundane version. You then need to take those and drop them into a mana pool. So actually, if I just grab some mundane Materia, and the mana pool gets me awakened Materia. And this is a core ingredient in the next step, which is, as mentioned before, using the terrestrial agglomeration plate. So let's head over there now. So you can see I've got this, but I haven't got the multi-block underneath, and I've got two terrestrial agglomeration plates. That is because I've got two different multi-blocks that are different from the default one. The first one uses lunar stone bricks from Blue Skies, and a custom block called the Starlit Materia Catalyst, which goes there. Right, so that's the multi-block. The other one, same thing, but with turquoise stone bricks and the turquoise stone brick version of the Starlit Materia Catalyst. Right, so there we go. We've got our two multi-blocks. In each one, the lunar stone one is for metals, so using the Materia essence, and the turquoise stone one is for precious materials, essentially, so anything that isn't a metal, so things like diamonds, coal, redstone. And let's demonstrate. You can see the recipes at the back. I'm just going to flip this lever and it will craft one of each. So just using iron and diamonds as the example. And as you can see, the diamond one took a little bit longer. This is because it takes a little bit more mana for the Materia recipes compared to the Materia recipes. So moving on, what do we do with these? Oh, actually, before we move on to what we do with them, let's talk about these. Notice these are no longer starlit. They're now inert. When you do a recipe, it changes. So actually, if I grab this, oops, no. If we grab this, you can see it looks different. There's actually three different versions of the Materia catalysts for each type, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So when it turns back into an inert catalyst, you could then have to use these to turn it back up into a starlight catalyst. So if we see, we've got an inert one here. Oh, don't know why that doesn't work. So do that and that. You see Pure Daisy is working, and this turns them into purified Materia catalysts. If we then take purified catalysts and shine starlight on them from a floating crystal or collector crystal, they become starlit. So this is going to take a while, so I won't sit here, but trust me that the inert turns into the purified, which then turns into the starlit. Right, so now let's talk about what we do with the Precia or Materia for each material. The answer is light wells. So we put each of these into a light well, and see they'll start producing a liquid version. This stuff is called etheric X, so we've got etheric diamond and etheric iron, and it's kind of like molten material, but can't use it in the way that molten materials do. To use the molten, or rather etheric material, we use chalices. So as you can see here, I've got two chalices, one with etheric diamond in it, and you can see that in the tank here, and the other is liquid mana from wizardry. So if I enable these so there's a bit more in these will start reacting, and the liquid mana plus the liquid diamond will react to produce a diamond. So there we go. That didn't let as much through as I thought it did, but yep, so you can see we're making diamonds. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got this set up so that you'll get, I don't know, about up to 3 or 4 per Precia, but it can be dependent on how much starlight you've got focused on the light wells, etc. So it can vary, because as I'm sure you're aware, when you're using light wells, they don't make a consistent amount of fluid per thing. You can see because they use a chance for when it will break. So like the Materia just broke. So you've got about, it's probably about a bucket and a half in there. Who knows, maybe the diamond will reach 2 buckets. They both have the same break chance and same production rate. Alright, so I don't know how much liquid I actually put into the chalices then. Looks like about 3 buckets got me 10 diamonds. Alright, so that's the system. Later there will be, I plan on adding ways to further upgrade the base Precia. So like we start with the mundane and turn it into the awakened to make the material Precias in the first place. I plan to have it that you can upgrade the Precia using blood magic and thorncraft and bewitchment to give versions that give more material Precia, etc. So that's the system as it is currently. Hope you're all interested and looking forward to using it.